hopefully security handles it. Apparently, upon walking her out, she went limp.
I assumed getting drunk at the party would be fine. Clearly it was not.
Oh my God, now you're gonna make me cry. I'm gonna miss them.
Really don't want to burn that bridge with QT.
Bro, you are, I don't understand you're such a simp.
Simp, the girl's in the hospital, bro. Our friend that we met this is the girl who stuck her neck out for me last year, bro.
Can I read this message? Can I read this message?
No, don't leak. Okay. She's in the hospital, don't leak.
But then, something that's very personal that I'm not trying to create any unnecessary drama here. But Binks attended the after party and got kicked out and inevitably got the party shut down because it was in a residential neighborhood. And I want to unpack some things here. I personally, and I don't want this to become a rag on Minx segment, it's not going to be that. I have personally done everything in my ability to help this woman. I have tried everything. She has been my friend for years up until a point last year when she had pushed me past my boundaries where I had to say, hey, like, this is too much for me. This is unhealthy for me. You are destructive to me. And so I had to walk away, but I have tried everything. I've spent time, money. I've tried everything.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Bra wanted to say hi.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna put a
You're good.
Oh my gosh. Poor Marat.
Poor Marat gets
He just
bullied.
wanted to say hi.
So I've tried everything. So I don't want people to think this is lack of trying. I think if you've watched my content, you've seen Minx and I used to be very close, and now I've separated myself from her completely. However, this is a person that I did used to care about, even though I do feel as though I've lost her. I don't recognize her anymore as a human. Not like as a human, but I'm saying like she's not the same person when I talk to her. I do not know what happened, and I am someone that suffers from mental health issues. I am not kidding you when I say I've tried to do everything. And anyway, she reaches out to me out of the blue a few weeks ago and brings up Streamer Awards. And I have a moment where I think, you know what? This is, again, a person I really have cared about for so many years. I'm going to give her another chance. And I said, Minx, because she told me she bought tickets for the balcony. I said, Minx, you can come sit on the floor with all the other streamers. You have to promise me one thing. And she was like, what? Anything.
Don't drink?
And I said, do not drink. Be completely sober. You need to promise me this. Like, promise me. And she was like, I promise I'll do anything. I was like, great. And like, I was like, genuinely, like, I will show you the messages multiple times, me just saying, I'm not kidding, promise me. And I promise. I said, completely sober. I promise. Like, she promised me over and over again. Anyway, I get to the party. She's wasted. She's getting escorted out by security because she's trying to throw heaters into the pool. And then...
Which is bad.
Is a bad thing. Yeah.
Heaters?
The big propane.
The big gas heaters, like the ones that are like 7 feet, 8 feet
She was
tall.
trying to put those in the pool. I heard she was trying to throw Saikuno in the pool.
Yeah, and people she was trying to run in the pool.
Is a bad thing.
Also
It's
bad.
a bad thing.
Also bad.
And so I'm being told that like security's handling it, and I'm like, you know what? I have to deal with this other problem, so hopefully security handles it. Apparently, upon walking her out, she went limp with the intention of making it harder to kick her out. You know, dead body weight is much harder to that. And in doing so, that
Tactical.
Tactical. Some other stuff happens. All of a sudden, she's just laying on the ground, limp, and no longer cooperating and getting removed from the party. Now, her friend that is with her is very concerned. Obviously, now I'm getting concerned because this is someone's safety. And, you know, we're trying to figure out, does she need an Uber home? Does she need an Uber to an emergency room? What should we do? By the time I get called out there, they're telling me the party needs to be shut down because since she's in the front yard, neighbors are starting to come out because it's causing a scene.
Oh, rip.
And I'm saying, you know, I have to make sure she's okay, but also, like, I don't know what's going on. Her friend, unbeknownst to me, called 911. So then in this residential neighborhood, a fire truck comes pulling out, an ambulance, police cars, and they have to close the party. So by 11 o'clock, my after party that I spent thousands of dollars on to celebrate my friends is closed down. The thing that I wanted to do to finally relax and thank these people for coming and just like kind of celebrate this thing that we all just did together is closed down. And I genuinely don't want people to think that like I'm complaining about money over someone's health. It's just the sad, like the disappointment I have in somebody who promised me better and then ruined my night after everything that I have done for everybody and what I've done for them specifically was very sad. This is the behind the scenes on why a bunch of people today are like quote retweeting that I've unfollowed her on Twitter. This sounds dramatic, but I can't have someone like that in my life. I've tried everything. She is blocked on every platform I have. I am no longer interested in having contact with this person or taking chances with this person because I've done everything. I've done everything. I can't do it anymore. So, you know, I don't know how to help someone who doesn't want to be helped. What do you do?
Good question. Well, I left the party right before that happened.
Yeah.
It
That
was
is crazy
very
that you
late.
left the party before that.
Because that happened at like
because
11.
the party lasted all of 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because it was very late.
Which means that you Ubered there 25 minutes. You got there. Maybe 10 minutes you were there.
I did a lap.
And you Ubered back 25 minutes.
I will clear
So your
my
Uber
name.
times were longer than you were at the party.
Blame Austin.
Yes.
Damn. Rip. How do I make this about me? Wait, what are you saying? How do I make this about me? She arranged the party. She arranges the whole show, doesn't she? What? It's fair for her to want to chill afterwards at a party and have Mink show up and ruin the fucking party. It's got to be incredibly fucking aggravating. What do you mean? She's totally fair to feel that way. Oh, you're talking about Hassan. Oh, he's just telling a joke. You guys are such hate boners to everybody. Oh my god. Oh, go fuck. Oh, what? That's 100% the worst seizure I've had since I was 15. I'm still struggling with regaining memory. I hope you're okay, but you did get drunk after you promised people you wouldn't, and that couldn't have helped. I assumed getting drunk at the party would be fine. Clearly it was not. You were drunk before the party, before the after party. I almost had you thrown out of the show because you were yelling, making everyone uncomfortable completely. I've tried everything with you, rehab everything. I hope this is your rock bottom. Get help. I got a front row ticket to the day you announced it. I won't drink. I will just sit and applaud your streamer awards. 2 years running, my girl, in a man's world. You can come sit on the floor if you promise me you won't drink. You're non-stop at the top, and I mean promise, pinky swear, nothing completely sober. But I bought my tickets. You could raffle them off. You let me sit on the floor. Okay. Jesus.
Probably isn't a good.
Another break, I think.
I appreciate you guys being worried and being like, is this a good idea? I understand. Probably isn't a good idea either. But I feel like when I tweet, it's harder to get the message across.
Yeah.
I do want to say that people say I didn't have a seizure. I definitely did when I was pushed over. I did see the response saying I was there the whole time.
Wait, how does she know she had a seizure, but then claim she was blackout drunk for 24 hours? Am I...
The doctor from Cedars-Sinai definitely confirmed it was a seizure. I feel
the
like
doctor
I
said.
don't do tours properly, and yes, this will be a short stream. There's only one way to stop this, a boxing match. I don't really think it's a good time to joke. But people are saying apologize to QE. Obviously, for people that know, I have been blocked. I'm just waiting for the invoice for the after party, and I will pay it. I haven't been able to apologize to people privately yet, no, due to being blocked. Also, yesterday when I was...
Sorry, that's not funny, I guess.
I just come out from the hospital. How seizures work is you lose your memory almost for 24 hours. So I just slept all day yesterday. I didn't realize what was happening until today. I'm not lying about the seizure. I have the proof. I'm actually going back to Ireland to get my doctor to get my epilim, not my epilim, sorry, my mictal back. But
What happened? Basically, she's an alcoholic and she needs help for it, and she's not like. It's probably hard because she makes a decent amount of money streaming and she's relatively independent. It doesn't look like she has anybody in her life that's forcing her to get help. And unless somebody's forcing her to get help, basically what's going to happen is she's going to continue to spiral until she either dies or hits some rock bottom where she decides like, I need to turn around and get help. Hopefully this is a bottom point where she decides to actually get help. But the issue is that she's like, she's done this loop over and over and over again where she said, okay, I'm going to get help. This is serious, blah, blah, blah. And then she kind of goes back to what happened before.
I shouldn't have drunk. I'm not gonna lie, I was hanging with people, someone that I thought was very attractive, got nervous and started drinking. At the awards, when I was yelling, I was just yelling to hype QE up. I wasn't actually yelling at anyone else. Tubbo and Tubbo's father.
Could you argue that QT and friends have enabled her via streaming and content as a lol cow? I mean, I don't know what like efforts QT's taking behind the scenes to help her, so it's hard for me to be like, oh yeah, like QT is to blame. I don't think I can say that. It sounds like, from what QT said, it sounds like they've tried to like do something to get her to take these issues more seriously, and she just doesn't. So I mean, I don't know enough. I will say that there's like kind of like there was like a general trend of like laughing at like drunk minks, and it was always kind of like a joke, and people kind of treated it that way, which from the outside it seems to be the case, but I don't truly know the inner workings of these relationships to know enough to like. I'm not gonna sit here and say like these guys are failures because they turned into a lol cow. I don't know the relationships well enough to say that.
There was at the table. Nadia was at the table. The two men that won the award were at the table. It was the after party that I did fuck up. But I also do want to just say that for people saying I didn't have a seizure, I definitely did have a seizure. I went to the hospital. I was at the hospital for a while. Are you still going to box? I'm definitely still going to box.
What?
If they let me.
Oh.
It is just a shame on my behalf. Where are you streaming for? Because I feel like I couldn't get it across through Twitter.
The seizure thing is a little scary because like I feel like her reiterating that over and over again, it feels to me kind of like a weird shirking of responsibility, like, oh, I had a seizure, that's what was going on or something. Maybe not, I don't know, but the problem with drinking, friends, is it's all fun until it isn't, and then it starts to crumble. Yeah, but also too, the problem too is that like, how do you deal with alcoholics? That's probably really difficult. Like, I don't know if I would expect kids, like people from 20 to 30 to know like what are the steps you take to deal with somebody who has genuine alcoholism. Also, despite the fact that I guess everybody on the internet thinks this is really fucking easy to do, those arguments that I got into yesterday with that one guy about like whether I'm abusive to orbiters or whether I should have pulled Lav away from my stream, it's really hard as one adolescent. Do we count as adolescents anymore? I don't know, 20 or 30. It's young adult. It's really hard to take away the autonomy of another person. It's really hard to say like, hey, listen, you need to stop. That's a really difficult thing to do, especially with a friend. So yeah, I don't know. I don't envy, and then not to mention like these people all have their own problems and everything too, right? QT's got all sorts of issues relating to internet shit. Everybody else has their own lives and the complicatedness of being a streamer and everything going on. Like they're all living their lives. Like to try to figure out like all of these things is probably really difficult, I would imagine. Yeah, I don't think any of these are like simple problems to figure out. What actually happened that she's having to apologize for occasionally. So she asked QT if she could go to that award show yesterday. And QT said, sure, you can go, but I have to cut Melina from the event. That's my Melina, no, I'm just kidding. So she said, sure, you can go, but you have to promise me not to drink, because she's had a lot of problems in the past relating to drinking. And she's like, I promise, I'm not gonna drink, it'll be fine, no worries. And then she goes to this event, and by the time the after party rolls around, supposedly, according to QT, she's already wasted. Now, when she's wasted, Cutie's at her after party, probably trying to chill because she just finished her event. Her mind is probably fucking destroyed at this point because she's had the whole award show and everything. Apparently, she's getting reports that Minx is being dragged away from the after party because she's too drunk. But apparently, she was told, now I don't know if she knows if this is real, but this is what she was reported to her, when they tried to take her away, apparently Minx decided to just like do like the dead fish, like flop around and be uncooperative, and in the process of this happening, she fell over and hit her head, and then somebody had to call an ambulance. And because of the stipulation for the venue where the party was held, once the ambulance got called, the entire event was canceled. And then I imagine probably the $5,000 to $20,000. Cutie said $50,000. I don't believe that, but probably like over $10,000 of a party basically got canceled after 30 minutes, and the whole after party show got destroyed. You mentioned earlier, how do you deal with alcoholics? Simple, you don't invite them to your parties. Cutie fucked up by trusting in Minx and assuming her behavior would change. You can't trust Minx, but you can trust Minx to be Minx. Yeah, sure, but I'm just saying that like it's difficult. I mean, like, yeah, Cutie probably shouldn't have invited her, but I mean, like, Cutie and Minx have been friends for a long time. It's probably pretty hard to be like, sorry, friend, like you're not allowed to come to like my biggest event of the year. Like, fuck you. It's probably a difficult thing to do. I mean, Cutie probably should have done it, but like, I mean, again, I'm not envious of her position. That's a shitty spot to be in.
So I thought I'd go live and try explaining myself. It will obviously be a short stream and you guys can clip it and then take what you want with it. When it's gonna end, you keep doing this shit though. When I get better, I guess. Are you taking the boys back to Ireland? No. My cat sitter is gonna take care of them. Oh my god, now you're gonna make me cry. I'm gonna miss them. But it's like, I feel stuck in two worlds. I think even if I do get better, I'm still gonna be Minx. And it's like, do I go down the road where I try to get better and try to become normal? Or do I go down the road where I'm just Minx, similar to these other band streamers? I don't know.
I don't even know what she means right now.
And it's like, when people were joking with me, like, in DMs, trying to make fun, they're like, there's no way. They're like, there's no way that you're, like, fucking at every party in UK or Ireland, it's normal to get blackout. How the fuck is this a huge thing? But they don't realize that was Cutie's thing.
What?
When was it? Saturdays fucked me up. I'm trying to make jokes out of it. But just to clarify, because I am live right now, is I did have a seizure. That was not a lie. I was in the hospital for it. Leaked DMs to explain better. I was thinking about that, but I'm waiting for the invoice. I don't want to do that until I get the invoice. Go back to Ireland, get out of LA, it's not good for you. It's hard though when I sold on a house. But do you have 50k though to fix it? Yes, I will have 50k. Just gotta do a little nip slip on Fansly. It's a joke, sorry, I'm trying to joke. You need to get a relationship on a handle of your relationship drinking before you can do it casually. Okay.
I mean, that should
What
be...
were you asking when Q asked you not to? I'll be honest, and it was stupid. I thought it was at the awards that I just didn't have to drink. I thought I could drink at the after party.
See, when she says stuff like this, and also, by the way, I don't know fuck all about any alcoholism or any of that shit, so take everything I say with a fucking grain of salt. When she says stuff like this, if I'm evaluating it as like a normal, healthy mind, these types of like excuse-making behaviors show that the person hasn't fully like they haven't fully appreciated the gravity of their situation when they're making excuses like this. There's like, oh well, I didn't think it would be big. Yeah, you did. You should know. You probably know you fucked up. There's no reason to make excuses at this point unless you're still trying to absolve yourself of some kind of responsibility. But hello? Oh.
Nadia was with me. They delivered us 4 drinks to the table. I was to be on one, but I literally I was like, I can't drink this. But I did at the after party, and I got wasted at the after party. But why drink in general? What are you trying to cover up? I'm not trying to cover up anything except my anxiety. No, I haven't spoke to her yet, sadly, because I'm blocked. But I'm sure one of her team members will reach out with the invoice. I would love to pay that. But I just do want to say that I did have a seizure. I hate that people are saying I was there and you didn't. And the doctors literally said it was an absent seizure.
I know a doctor can tell like for a stroke or heart attack. Can a doctor really tell later on if you've had a seizure? Can doctors tell if you've had a seizure? We watched this earlier today. Maybe with an MRI you can? Can doctors prove you had a seizure? High density EEG. During high density electroencephalogram test, electrodes are placed in your scalp close together. Conventional EEG, high density EEG, high density. Can it help a doctor look at the area of your brain where seizures occur? Could you be tested to see? Huh. Oh, this is just as they're happening though, huh? People are linking Cutie's response. For the people commenting that I'm making up my epilepsy for an excuse, I can guarantee that I had a seizure when I was pushed over. I slept all day yesterday when I got home from the hospital. It's obviously not an excuse for ruining the party, but I'm not lying about my epilepsy. QTCinderella, Minx, you did not have a seizure. I was there the entire time. Also, no one pushed you. You're just lying. This picture is from you getting liquids at the ER. Damn. We already listened to this Cutie story earlier. MD here. Why don't I have a doctor flare for my chat? There are signs called a postictal state with intense lethargy. Some signs are bites on the tongue, and a rare sign called Todd's paralysis. Well, I've never heard of any of those things, so I'll assume that's true. As someone who works in a hospital, we would never restrain someone having seizures. It would cause more harm. Oh, huh. Seizure pads are protocol. Restraining someone having a seizure can cause breaks, dislocations, and can block their airway. Just saying. Maybe she was still belligerently drunk. I think Cutie's earlier decision was right when she said she needs to just like move on from Minx and then let Minx handle her own stuff, because I don't think Cutie has the mental fucking battery to like deal with all of her own stuff, plus streaming, plus be like Minx's full-time caretaker, which is essentially what she's kind of being tasked with. So.
And then just kind of seeing messages after messages saying that I'm lying when I swear on my dog's life I'm not lying.
One thing, I'm repeating shit that I've just heard, so I have no first-hand experience. So again, everything I say, I could literally just be making it all up because I'm fucking retarded. But I've heard it said over and over and over and over and over again that like for somebody that has an addiction, like an actual addiction, so like alcohol is a big one, gambling is a big one, they will say or do anything to lie to avoid taking responsibility for their addiction. They'll swear on their mother's life. They'll do like every possible thing. Like none of that matters for an addictive person's brain. But I mean, I don't have any personal experience with addicts, so except for me being addicted to League of Legends and me saying just one more game over and over and over and over and over again.
But I think that's it. Alcohol equals seizure. That's not how it works. It was head trauma. They did say that in the report. Trauma
just refers to some sort of what is trauma? Like subcutaneous bruising or something? Trauma just means you were hit somewhere, right? So it's not subcutaneous. I don't know what the fucking actual name. Or what is it? Can we just say this? What is trauma? No. What is physical trauma? Blunt force trauma resulting in blah blah blah. Penetrating trauma. Oh, I didn't even know this. I thought trauma only referred to, but I guess it referred to penetrating too. Trauma just means you got hit somewhere basically, or stabbed. I guess I don't know that. But like that, it could be a seizure. It could just be you falling over.
Yes, Jana. Is your first seizure in a long time? I did have an absent seizure recently, but it wasn't as bad as this one. This one, I was unresponsive. I think, hi Corny. That's really it. That's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry, but please, I hate that people are saying that, spreading misinformation that I didn't have a seizure when I did. I'm literally flying back to Ireland, hopefully on Thursday, to meet up with my Dr. Amory. Shout out Limerick, anyone from Limerick, shout out Limerick. To get meds back in the thing. I did struggle with getting meds here because they're kind of fucking awful if you don't have a thing.
I don't know what she thinks meds are. She just doesn't. Does she not acknowledge? Has she ever acknowledged that she has a problem with alcohol, or has she never even acknowledged that? Right.
Want to be a streamer or anything like that. Aiden Ross is one of the.
Oh shit, dude! QT and all them are bullying her out of the country.
She whole party up that QT arranged. Yeah, no shit.
You're actually not gonna sympathize with someone who suffers from alcoholism and addiction? What the fuck?
Not when they're not doing anything to help themselves. No, people can't like throw their whole
Bro,
lives
they
away.
left an alcoholic at a party with alcohol. These people are retarded.
I mean, maybe they shouldn't have invited her, but I mean, what? I mean, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it's her responsibility. She's a fault, dude.
Dude, alcoholism is real, man. You've never.
But she doesn't even accept that she's an alcoholic, dude. She's still making excuses in that video.
That's what an alcoholic does.
Yeah, but so then they needed, so she can go back to Ireland, figure her shit out, and then yeah, I mean that's all.
Damn, you really don't want to burn that bridge with QT.
Bro, you are. I don't understand
You're
how.
So weird, bro.
People like you and Train do this thing where you guys act like you're the most persecuted people on the internet, but I'm the only motherfucker here that will name names, call people out, leak DMs, or do what needs to be done to prove the shit that I'm talking about is real. You're gonna come here and call me a simp for QT? Are you serious? I just laughed at this woman crying about having deep fakes leaked on the internet. You're gonna say that I'm simping for QT? You're out of your mind, okay? Those veneers are leaking poisons into your brain, okay?
You said yesterday, no, wait, I'm kind of cool with QT, John, so don't go too hard.
I didn't say I'm kind of cool with her. I said I don't think we don't technically directly fight over anything, but she hates me. I'm never winning back QT's favor. I don't give a QT's favor. But I would never try to win it back.
All right, well,
yeah,
I guess you're right. I guess she's
right.
talking about leaving back to Ireland, bro. They bullied her out of the industry.
Bro, she's already kicked out of the house she's in down there. Aren't you in LA? Have you not heard any of these stories? She's not even allowed in the last gamer house she was in, bro. She already got kicked out.
Yeah, I know.
So clearly she's having major problems. If she's leaving to go back to Ireland, it's not because of QT.
Well, definitely everyone's getting on her back.
Yeah, because she destroyed an after party, of course. Probably that cost
bro, she almost died, bro.
She didn't almost die. Oh,
she had a seizure in the fucking.
Bro, everybody has seizures. This is a normal part of life. You don't have seizures every day.
You've never been at a party where you're blackout drunk and then you up. Everyone's done that in this industry.
No,
oh my
bro,
God,
she's doing it. She literally got the whole party canceled. How many people have gotten entire after parties canceled?
Well, forget little industry party. How about that?
Okay, that's fine for you to say, but I mean, like, if somebody goes through the effort and everything of setting everything up, and it's like the cap of an evening with like a whole bunch of like cool people, and you're trying to celebrate an event, yeah, I can understand somebody being super mad at that.
Well, just wait till someone else blacks out. They're gonna show so much sympathy for the next person.
Oh, I don't think so, but if you, I mean, maybe.
No, they will, because they're mad at Minx, bro. It's a calculated effort to squeeze her out.
Mad at Minx for what? Cutie was friends
They've
with her
been
for
mad
a
at her
long
since
time.
No. They've been trying to squeeze her out since the cancellation.
Since what cancellation?
She was in hot water a few months ago.
Bro, you don't even know what you're talking about. I don't think so.
Minx did get canceled.
For what?
I don't
If they
remember,
were
but
trying
it
to
was-
squeeze her out, why would Cutie invite her to the show?
Because they have mutuals, duh.
Oh my god. Remember, for conspiracy theories, guys, it's always like they're all powerful, they're doing these horrible things, but then when you can't explain it, it's just because they randomly don't do it.
I don't know. I see the hospital photos, and you'd think there'd be concern in the comment section, but they're shitting on her and saying she ruined my gay ass influencer, gay ass party. You're pathetic, Steve.
Okay.
There's an influencer party, bro. There's one every week. Who
It's
gives a
not just
fuck?
an influencer party we won every week. It was like probably a $20,000 or $30,000 party that was ending the fucking streamer awards, which is an event that she does once per year. It wasn't just a random fucking party. That's not true.
That makes me love Minx even more.
Well, then why don't you start inviting her to your events? Reach out to Minx. You said you're in Healy's fucking house. Reach out to Minx
All
and
right, I
start
will.
doing content. Yeah, do that. Don't let her leave the island. She better not leave the island. You better be contacting her tonight. And then you can go do content.
I already commented 30 minutes ago, don't leave to Ireland. They're snaking you out of the industry.
Commented? Send her a DM. Are you friends with her?
Yeah, I did. I already did that on Discord too. Do you want a screenshot to show how much better I am at being human than you?
Yeah, show me. Show me a screenshot.
Yeah,
I wanna see
here
a
you go.
screenshot
Here
of
you
you
go.
messaging
Here you go. Here you go.
Uh-huh,
And
okay.
look, read the timestamp too.
Okay, I will.
Tough guy. I'm trying to be invited to your gay ass party, Steve. Okay.
Okay.
This is how much better I am at being human than you.
Yeah?
Now shut the fuck up.
God, you're such a simp.
Simp, the girl's in the hospital, bro. Our friend that we met is in the. This is the girl who stuck her neck out for me last year, bro.
Oh, shit.
Can I
read this message? Can I read this
No,
message?
no. Don't leak.
Okay.
She's in the hospital. Don't leak. But yo, check this out. This girl got in trouble with the Botez sisters because she wanted to collab. We wanted to collab. And she's like, yeah, Zerka's coming over. And one of the Botez girls like, well, Zerka said that I'm not actually a good chess player, so I don't know if I want him here. And total weirdos.
The Zerka girls probably wouldn't, or the Botez girls probably wouldn't collab with you because they're ultra brand safe. Why do you think
I wasn't trying to.
It doesn't matter. I don't even collab with these people anymore ever. Like, of course, they're like some of the most brand safe people on the planet.
Yeah, but it's like, yo, you can't gatekeep Minx. I can't be friends with Minx because these.
Didn't they live in the same? Didn't the Botezers live in the same house with Minx, and then she got kicked out for causing problems?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that kind of an important part of that story to include?
The important part is those girls are not professional level chess players. That's the important part. They're not professional at all.
They're not.
They're not like
influencers. They're not trying to be professional. They focus more on streaming entertainment.
They're not trying to be professional. Because if they tried, right?
I don't know how far they make when they try, but my understanding do either of them take like fucking private lessons, or either of them grinding chess super hard? I'm pretty sure their focus is on content, isn't it? I could be wrong.
Well,
that was my understanding.
They're beautiful. Give them that.
Okay.
Like, one in the chat if you think you could beat those girls in a chess game.
It's okay. You with 6 months of, or with fucking 6 years of practice, you wouldn't be able to beat either one of those in a chess game.
Well, my brain is made for other things.
Yeah. What other things?
I'm still finding out.
Yeah. Clearly. Okay.